What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to Auto Auction Rebuilds. Today, we're back at Copart for another walk around. Let's jump into this video today and see what we find. How about a 2021 Ford F150 XL? Looks like it's got some custom wheels and tires, and it's a 4x4, I'm pretty sure. It's got the 2.7 liter, and it's got just under 60,000 miles on the odometer. It's listed as undercarriage damage. And it's also listed as a start, not a drive. We've got Terra Grappler G2s. Tire tread looks pretty good. These are Motive off-road wheels. Honestly, truck looks pretty dang nice. I like this. It's relatively new. It's kind of surprising to see it sitting here saying that it doesn't move. Maybe transfer case damage. That would be my guess. The 2.7 is not the engine that I would prefer for a pickup truck, but, you know, it's a twin turb ski, little bitty, 6-cylinder. Of course, this is a work truck, guys. It's the XL trim, so it's pretty bare bones. You got cloth interior. You got the rubber floor, which, believe it or not, I prefer the rubber floor, guys. I really do. I love the rubber floor because when it comes to things like dog hair or food or spilling a drink, it's so easy to clean this versus carpet. A little bit more difficult with carpet, but oh, we got a blown bag too. Really? A blown steering wheel bag. I didn't see any. I must have missed something here. Hold on. What is going on? I wish cars could talk, you know? I don't see, unless it's a little bit lower. Let's get down here. Oh, wow. Oh, wow, yeah. Okay. Yeah. I see the damage. I see the damage. When I walked up on it, I was like, man, this thing is nice. And I thought, hey, sometimes they get it wrong, man. Sometimes they get the listings wrong. Sometimes these things say that they don't drive, and you get in them, fire them up, and they go right into gear. It doesn't ever hurt to just come and check them out for yourself and verify. Let me kick this out of the way. I just know that that's going to come back to bite me at some point and get me in the leg. Oh, it's got power. Oh, the knee bolster bag is blown too. Yeah. Brake fault service now. Boy, climbing in this thing is it's a little uncomfortable, but doable. Well, let's just see what it does. Surprisingly, it runs great. It runs really well. So no engine damage from that gnarly mess underneath it. 56,649 miles. It's got some faults for sure. Man, this is a base model truck. This is actually pretty nice, guys. It's so quiet. I think it has brakes. It goes into gear. It moves. Guys. No way. It moves. Listen, I know it's got some pretty substantial damage under the front end. All right, no doubt. I'm not denying that. We found the damage. We know that it's damaged. Oh, that's not what I wanted. Hey, whoa, easy. Easy. I don't want maximum air conditioning. I just want to see if the air conditioning works, which I'm willing to bet it probably does. Nice tinted windows. I'm pretty sure the truck is lifted a little bit too. Guys, it's probably going to go for crazy money. Does 4x4 work? Really? It does. It works. You're kidding me. Let's try it. I mean, it's in 4, and it goes forwards, and it goes backwards. Back to 2-wheel drive. And there it is. Do you want to turn it on? No. Nice little touch screen. Whoa. Steering assist fault. Yeah. You can hear that electric motor. Yeah. All right, I got it. Definitely going to be some suspension problems from where that hit was. But, you know, is it fixable without getting crazy with it? I don't know, man. I really don't know how bad that damage is under there. I could only see so much from where I was. I can't bend and lay like completely under the car. I'm not healed up enough to be doing any of that. So I'll have to look at the camera myself and get a better idea when I'm editing what's actually going on under there. But it looked like it took a pretty good hit under there. So most likely going to need some pretty serious, extensive work. I'm talking like frame is what I'm thinking. But, you know, it's really hard to tell from where I'm at. Obviously, the steering gear, the electric steering gear is totally shot on this. Let's pop the hood, see if we can see anything from up here. Not really. I mean, a lot of mud. It's full of coolant. The air conditioning works nicely. It runs great. That's the thing. They got it mislisted. I told you, every now and again, it's not often, but every now and again, you'll find a listing that's wrong, and this is one of them, man. This truck says that it is a start, not a drive, but as you saw, we were able to move it forward and backward with no problem and engage four-wheel drive with no issue at all. Steering might be a problem, but it will go forward and backward. I had to stop and just kind of admire this little Jaguar. It's a 2020 XES, and I just fell in love with the color, man. That pops. And it's filthy dirty, and there's no sunlight out. It's just a nasty kind of cloudy day today. So I imagine if this car was cleaned up, buffed out, and the sun was shining, oh my God, that color. I don't know what the color is, but I fell in love with it. Unfortunately, the car it's a little more than what we're going to be able to handle, guys. A P250S. Yeah, I don't know. This is done. Obviously, a door is not a big deal, but you start getting into quarter panels. This is also aluminum. Quarter panel, and then there's rocker damage. There's going to be all kinds of damage up in here. I'm surprised the door worked. I didn't expect it to open. How bad is it in here? Honestly, not that bad. Definitely fixable, but it's not something that I'd be doing myself. I'd end up having to pay somebody, and you know, on a car like this, probably costs a lot of money. Anyway, I really just wanted to showcase the color. I thought the color was absolutely stunning. Let's take a look at the interior. Something over here smells dead. Oh, wow. Yeah, the wind is, ooh, wow. It's only got 27,213 miles on the odometer. Not bad. This is a cute little car. I'd drive it. Absolutely. I would drive it all day long. So there you go, little Jaguar. Let's move on to something else. Every time I see one of these, I can't help but film it because you just don't really see them anymore. This is a 2007 Dodge Nitro RT with 176,000 miles on the odometer. It's listed as a non-runner, and it is listed as mechanically damaged, which is probably all very accurate. These things were never known to be reliable. But there's something about the shape that I've just always been in love with. I'm gonna tell you like this. It's one of those vehicles that when you first saw it, you just hated it, or you couldn't help but love it. And I'm one of those guys that I fell in love with it. I had one, man, and I absolutely adored it. Mine was a little nicer. Mine was black. I had the 20-inch chrome wheels. It had black leather interior. I mean, mine was really, really clean. And mine also didn't have 176,000 miles on the odometer. But this one may run. It says it doesn't. It's got the 4.0 liter. But what does it hurt to throw a jump pack on it and just see what it does? If it doesn't run, great. But if it does, if it runs, just like that pickup truck from earlier, it doesn't drive, except it does. That's a big mistake in a listing. And, oh, it's got the black leather interior too. It smells a little funky. Listen, if we can get it run, it's got power too. Really? Oh, that's something you don't see every day. You know, it's it's a 176,000 mile Chrysler. What do you expect? Let's see if we can move that seat back. I can't believe it works. So I'm gonna go out on a limb and say it probably doesn't run. All right, most of the time the listings are correct, but it just doesn't hurt to throw a key in it. Oh. Yeah, that doesn't sound good. Why is this seat? How does that seat even go that far forward? Can you see this? Where would your legs even go? I had no idea the seat could go that far up. It's got power. It's got good power. You can hear the starter just... Yeah. All right. Well, you know, could it be a locked up engine? Absolutely. Sure could. I can't remember where the hood release is. There it is. Could be a locked up engine. Could be a bad starter. It's definitely got power, and I know a lot of you are going, put the booster pack on. It could just be low on voltage. I don't think so, guys. If you were, I know that the audio probably doesn't come across as well for you guys, but me sitting here, that was a strong clunk that was going on. All right. No. There's something going on, whether it's starter related. Oh. Okay. Well, somebody's definitely been under here messing around, haven't they? So the question is, what is going on? First thing I want to do is check the oil and just see if it's got any. Uh-oh. Well, that probably answers that, right? It has no oil. It's got a drip of oil on the dipstick. That's not good. Come on, and the dipstick doesn't even want to go back. The dipstick's like, no, man, don't send me back. Yeah, I'm gonna say this one's done, guys. This engine is a wrap now. Why somebody took off the intake ducting, I have no idea. That doesn't make a whole lot of sense. But you know, it is what it is. All right. So the listing was right. It is mechanically damaged, and it absolutely does not run. So this is one that, although the vehicle itself may not be very interesting, I find the details behind this vehicle rather intriguing. This is a 2016 Nissan Sentra. I believe this is an SV, which is like a value edition. It's going to be the base model, I think. I could be wrong. I'm not a Nissan expert here, guys, but I saw this and I was like, you know, it's not a bad looking car. It's got a few things that are a little concerning. Looks like it was in a flood or something. Take a look at all the debris down here in the lower grille. It looks like water just went rushing through it, but it's not only down there, it's also up here. Lots of debris stuck in here as well, and lots of mud. So I don't know what happened with this car, but once you get up here, you'll find there are sticks and more debris. Looked like it was sitting under a tree, right? Rotting vegetation, decaying vegetation everywhere. Kind of bizarre, especially for a newer model car. 2016, it's probably got a CVT transmission, and it's probably bad. It's got 126,000 miles on the odometer, and this is what I thought was kind of interesting about this. So I pull it up to see what the deal is, and it says it's a run and drive with a clean title. Estimated retail value $6,700. Interesting. 1.8 liter automatic. So then I go to my Black Book Cherry, which tells me what the car is really worth, because you can't trust what other places are telling you a car is worth. You have to go by local market values. You have to actually have a little bit of research. Well, this same car, exactly this car, shows that it's worth about $2,600, assuming that it's in decent running and driving condition. Now, the buy it now on this car is $4,500. Now, I'm not going to lie to you. When I first saw it, and I saw the buy it now for $4,500, 126,000 miles isn't the end of the world. It's not crazy high mileage. Yes, it needs cleaned up, and yeah, it needs some hubcaps. It may need tires. I don't know. Tires look like they'll get you by for a little bit. But overall, if it's a good running and driving car for $4,500 for a 2016, I would say that's not a bad deal. Until I did the market research and realized I shouldn't pay more than $2,600 for this car. Oh, wow. Okay. Well, you know, there's little things to sort out. Take a look at the interior. It's not the worst. However, it's interesting that the front seat is in the back seat. Surely driving like that can't be comfortable. We'll give it a shot, guys. Well, maybe. Wow, that's pretty gnarly looking. It's like glazed over. This is a cloth seat that shines like it's been soaked in oil and turned into leather. Huh. The smell? Surprisingly, it's not as bad as I thought it was going to be. It doesn't smell like a flood. This is a really bizarre vehicle. We got one key fob. Oh, we got a dealer tag, so it looks like this is from a dealership. That's something that always kind of concerns me. And I get it, that's hypocritical. Because I send my cars here, and I'm a dealer, and I'm sure it looks sketchy to other people as well. But here's the thing. You guys get to see the videos on my cars. So you know what's coming when my cars are here. I don't get to see anything on these cars, so I'm a little skeptical. And most dealers, they sell to the public. Wholesaling is a hard job, guys, especially if you're trying to do it to make enough money to survive. That's not something that's easy to do for most people. Thankfully, I have YouTube. Most people don't have that, so YouTube takes care of the losses for me. The oil looks good. I checked the trans fluid. I have no idea. It probably doesn't even have any. There's literally grass growing up through the bottom of the car. There's grass growing around the intake manifold. It's grown through, guys, no joke. There is a stick. This has grown through the intake manifold. I don't know. I just feel like this car has been sitting here for a really long time. I don't think this has been on the road in a while, guys. Let's take a quick look at the tires, and maybe we can find, well, number one, they're Continental. I mean, good tires. Definitely dry rotted. What I'm looking for is the date code, 18 of 19. So the tires are 5 years old. That's really not that bad. Let's throw a jump on it. Hell, let's just see what it does. So, moment of truth, do or die. I bet it runs. Now, what happened to this car is beyond me, man. I don't know. I don't know what's going on with this thing. Let's see if it starts. I'll be damned. It actually runs great. It actually runs really well. Get that seat up a little bit, maybe scoot it back just a hair. All right. It doesn't run bad. Important window, auto up and down. Really, express up and down. Only for the driver's window. You've got eco mode down here, save on that gas. You got sport mode if you really want to, you know, get into it and race all of those Civics and Hellcats. I guarantee you this is a Hellcat killer right here. The only thing gonna beat this is a demon. We got some paperwork over here. What is this? Let me see what this is. Cashland. What is that? Cashland. Oh, this is money owed. Probably on this car. I wonder if this was a repo. Oh, man. Hold on, guys. Let me look at this paperwork real quick. So, unfortunately, the paperwork doesn't show anything. It looks like it was just a cash advance. The radio works.
From Jerusalem. They're 2 miles from Jesus.
Religious music. There you go. Air conditioning. I don't think it works. I've got it turned on. We'll see what it does. Steering. Seems to work fine. Let's check the gears. That's a backup camera. No way. This little car has a backup camera. Okay. Yeah, peppy little thing, isn't it? Wow. I'm not joking. It's kind of a peppy little four-banger. I mean, it goes forward and backwards. Windows work. Air conditioning just got cold. This is not a bad little car. I'll be honest with you. For me, like, there's no way I'd spend $4,500 on this vehicle. Yeah, there's no way, man. No way at all that I would pay $4,500 for this car. And that's what the buy it now is. You know, if you were actually trying to retail this and it was clean and it had good, oh, this tire is completely rotten, isn't it? I can't tell, maybe not. Look, but again, if you were trying to retail this car, yeah, maybe $4,500, $5,500, but that assumes that it is cleaned up, that it looks good. This thing looks absolutely awful, guys. Put some hubcaps on it, for crying out loud, man. You got 2 hubcaps and then 2 no hubcaps. You got to do better than that, man. Let's look back here and see what's going on. We got some floor mats, so that's good. And a trunk liner, that's good. Does it have a spare? It does. And a jack and a tool. But then again, with all of this dead vegetation. And that is what just kills the deal for me. All of this vegetation leads me to believe that this car has been parked, especially the sticks and grass growing from the ground through the intake manifold. That doesn't happen overnight, guys. That doesn't happen in a few weeks. That doesn't happen in a few months. All right, this car was parked, and it had to have been parked for a reason. And I'm terrified that it's the transmission. That's what I think. So there's no way I'd pay $4,500 for this car. And there's no way, I probably wouldn't even do $2,500 for this car, guys. This is something, on a good day, if I was feeling lucky, I might give $1,500 for and take a shot in the dark. And if it turns out in my favor, great. And if it doesn't, clean it up, throw some hubcaps on it, make it look decent, get an interior detail, and then we'll send it right back down the road. So for me, I'm going to keep my eyes on this car, but this is not one that I plan on buying. I figure since we're right by this little commuter car over here, just a little Econobox Nissan Sentra, well, this qualifies as another one of those Econoboxes. And the truth is, I like these a whole lot more. This is a 2015 Hyundai Elantra. And honestly, I miss when Hyundais used to look like this. I know they've modernized, and a lot of people like the way they look today, but honestly, I always liked this really curvy look. I loved the Hyundais from this generation, and unfortunately there are no more. But this car right here supposedly doesn't run. It's a 2015 Hyundai Elantra, and it's been sitting here since like October of last year. So she's been here for a cool minute, and unfortunately it's still not for sale. The window tint needs to be redone on the back window, but the body actually looks pretty good, guys. Aside from this bumper that somebody hot glued, yeah, that didn't work out very well. And of course, a completely flat tire. But overall, what a decent looking car. Let's take a look at the interior, see what that looks like. Not bad here either. It actually smells good. Wow. Okay. I'm not used to that. And then we've got a pot leaf on a gas pump. So, you know, there you go. Let's take a look at the front. I mean, it's a little dirty. I don't know what the miles are on this because it says it doesn't run, and it also says that the miles are 0. Oh, let me guess, it's going to have no key. Did we finally run into our first car without a key? Yeah, no key. Oh, man. Cigarettes. There you go. Anybody need some Marlboro Hundreds? So what is this car doing here? I was really hoping there'd be a key. We got a little a bass knob right here. So there may be a sub in the trunk. Oh boy. There are gloves. We got CDs. We've got PowerPoints. We've got glow lights. What do we got? Let's see. We've got not a clue. No clue. Sorry, guys. Not my type of music here. Let's see what this is. Want? Yeah, okay. Not sure about any of that. I was really hoping there'd be some keys laying around in here somewhere, but I don't see any. Let's pop the trunk. Who knows? Maybe there'll be something. Maybe there'll be something in there. Maybe the keys up here. Oh, glasses. And what is this? Oh, the remote control for the color changing lights, because that's important. You got to have that. Well, no key, so obviously we're not going to be going very far with this one. Just curious if all this... Oh, boy, that's no joke. This thing really does have some stuff in the back of it, doesn't it? Wow. Now, I'm not here to go through any of this. I don't care about any... Oh, it's a nice compass, though. Boy, when's the last time you saw a compass? It doesn't work. It's broken, but I'm more interested in this box that says Kenwood on it. No joke. Like I said, I don't want to go through any of this stuff, but I will fold down the seat because I am just a tad bit curious. Oh, can we not? Wait. Does the seat not fold down? Surely it does. Come on, man. I want to see the, no. It doesn't look like... You must have to get to it from the trunk. All right. I just wanted to see the subs, guys. That's all I wanted. I just wanted to see those subs. That thing's got a nice looking box in the back. I like this car. I'm going to put it on the watch list, even though it doesn't have a key. I'd be willing to bet you money it runs. I would bet this is probably a repo. How it ended up here, not really sure, but I'd put money on it. This is probably a repossession, because insurance cars, people come and get their stuff out of it. This doesn't look like an insurance car, guys. I don't see anything that would make me think that this car is totaled or has been totaled. This thing looks great. I bet it's just a repo and they brought it here to sell it, and I don't know, maybe it's just been forgotten about. With that, we're going to get out of here, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, hit the thumbs up button and let me know. Consider subscribing to the channel if you haven't already subscribed. And until next time, stay safe out there, everybody. I look forward to seeing you all again very soon in the next one.